Hey, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you stopping by. Just a quick video and kind of a opinion piece here. And this, in no way, shape, or form, is this any kind of political video. I'm really trying to stay away from politics and focus more on everyday life, things that are going on that might impact us. Either now or in the future, some homesteading stuff, gardening, chickens, landscaping, property infrastructure, stuff like that, and preparedness. But this probably falls under the realm of life and society, because I saw a story that I struggled to believe was true. And then I did some research and found out it was true. You can look it up yourself if you don't believe me. Harvard University, apparently the faculty had a vote, and they decided to limit the number of A's that they pass out to their students to 20%. Let me say that again. They voted, the faculty voted, and decided to limit the number of A's, the number of the grade A that they give their students to no more than 20%. Which, obviously, my first thought is, well, what if 25% in a class earns an A? And according to the articles that I read, only 20% are going to get A's. This boggles the mind. And I think it's a really, really good example of what is wrong with society today. How far society has fallen and drifted away from common sense and logic. I mean, whatever happened, and this is my traditional brain thinking apparently, whatever happened to giving a student the grade they earned, the grade they deserve? It makes no sense. I don't see how anybody could come up with an argument for this. I'm sure somebody has and somebody will. But this is just, when you look at society as a whole, and you see society, you see all these pieces of the puzzle, that when you put those puzzle pieces together, that's society. This is one. This is one small little puzzle that is nuts. It's crazy. And this kind of thinking and activity has been going on a long time. And what's going to happen, mark my words, what's going to happen is there's going to be a student who receives an A who didn't earn it because they're using some type of outside criteria to correct the grade that they did earn, that they were negatively impacted due to some other things regarding that student other than the work on their piece of paper that they did and the work they did in the class. They're going to take those other things into consideration to say, they scored a 75 on the test, but, because of this, that's 5 points. And because of that, that's 10 points. And now they're at a 90. And because of this, that's 2 points. They're going to get an A. And then somebody will have scored a 92 and should get an A, and they're going to get a B or B plus, because of this rule that's been passed. It's going to happen. Things like that have been happening, and they're going to keep happening. This is just absolutely nuts. And can you imagine being somebody that is paying the money to send themselves or send their child to Harvard, and the child gets 100. You know, they have a 4.0. They should have a 4.0, but they get a B in the class. I would be irate, but who knows? What do I know? Anyways, you think that makes sense? You don't think it makes sense? Comment below. I think it's BS myself. So, anyways, that's it. Hit that like button if you got anything out of this. Smash that like button if you think it's nuts. And anyways, I appreciate you stopping by. You guys stay safe. Take care. We'll see you next time.
So I ran from the cities and the noise and lies, found a piece of ground under open skies, hands in the dirt, sweat on my shirt, learning what living's really worth. While crooked men shake hands in rooms, selling souls to corporate suits. Society's sick, but I found the cure. A back road life, honest and pure. They can keep their throne and their golden news. This life out here's my modern exodus. I traded screens for a sunrise, calloused palms, blisters, pride, planted seeds where hope was.